Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I miss you guys. Been a long time. Haven't seen you guys. We're still in the spirit. Look at the hat. Come on now.
There we go.
The hair, look at the hair. I'm just
Uh, I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure. Chat. Can you guys hear them? Can you guys hear them? By the way, Sally Bug says Merry Christmas and hi, Efren and hi, Claudia. Big Daddy Viz says Merry Christmas. Signy, thanks for joining us. I appreciate you. And perfect, they can hear you guys. So let's get this show on the road, baby. Come
Yo,
on now.
dope. Well, welcome everybody. Um, Today's podcast is gonna be me, my wife, Mango. Just the three of us talking about AI, the good,
Hey,
the bad,
hi, yo.
and some of the funny stuff about AI. But who knows? And let's see how this goes because this is our first time doing
a live
multiverse.
Yeah, this is
multi-verse
actually crazy,
live
but I'm glad it's working
podcast.
out, man.
But let's go.
Hi.
Come on, Claudia, what's going on? By the way, the homie Signy says yes. Best friend, what's up, Signy? Thanks for joining us, man. I appreciate you.
All right. I'm sorry, guys. I kind of just blanked out. Anyways, so AI, it is a common topic going on right now in social media, just anywhere, um, with just pros and cons. So, I don't know who wants to mention some pros. Let's start with the pros.
I believe it'll help everybody like at schools and at work. Got some positives there but AI has been there since Google Maps with the traffic and whatnot, but I still think they're kind of lagging it and there's accidents and cops and all that pop up, but it's not fully developed yet in that aspect. But mm,
I mean, I know a lot of people are using it to like kind of for example, let's say you write a paper and you want it to proofread or just kind of help, what's the word? Um boost, well, not boost, but you know what I mean, like kind of make it better, I guess you can say. um Things like that. I mean, and then just in social media, I've seen where like you recreate photos and you just basically prompt it to recreate a photo for you or a design or anything like that. So I think that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so if we're talking about like pros and cons of AI, so like obviously you guys know that I'm in the engineering field, so technology AI to me that's the future, you know. I don't think that is like everything is good about AI though. For sure, it definitely has like its threats and like its downside of it. But to me, the way I see AI is kind of like and just like an unlimited amount of information, you know, like at your fingertips. Whereas before maybe we were more reliable for like a teacher or a book for knowledge, you know, like information you couldn't just open up a Google and oh man, how do I make a matter of fact, a little crazy story, okay, matter of fact, bro. So like the reason why I got my flan recipe, I didn't go to Google and go like, hey, show me a flan recipe. I didn't go to like a bookstore and you know like a cooking book or whatever, right? I literally went to ChatGPT and I said, "Hey, bro, give me a recipe for freaking a flan. I want to make it, and give me pictures of the ingredients that I'm gonna need." And it gave me a detailed description for a recipe, and with pictures. And I went to Walmart. I literally looked at the picture, looked at the product. I grabbed it, and I made it just like how ChatGPT told me. And I'm telling you, my flan is mwah, amazing, man, amazing. So to me, the way I see AI is just it's like a teacher, you know, like a teacher at your fingertips. You know, it's like you have that one-on-one professor with that has the knowledge about everything, and you know maybe everyone. You know, but yeah, it's dangerous. It's dangerous because you know knowledge in the wrong person, you know, could be dangerous. You know, but knowledge in the right people, I think it could be a blessing, just like my flat, bro. That's all I gotta say, man.
well, on a scale from cool to Terminator, how do you feel about AI?
Cool and Terminator, honestly. Like, if I'm leaning more for it being cool or for it being Terminator, see this is this is the tricky part for me, at least. I think that you can never lean towards one side. I think AI is as beneficial as a threat. You know, it's equal. So to me, I'm right in the middle. I don't see it as a Terminator, like 100%. But I also don't see it as like a cool 100% either. Like you have to be very careful with technology. Woo, man, I see so many movies, man. Them robots be taking over the world, bro.
They make they'll make or break us, but
Yeah, for sure.
you
But
stand in between,
yeah,
lukewarm.
I stand in between for sure. Let me read you something that the chat is saying because maybe it'll help us also like throughout in conversation. So
A
Sally
ver,
Bug said, "Oh, I hate looking at reels thinking they're real," and all the comments say AI. So I don't know what to believe is true or not on social media anymore. That's a really good point, Sally Bug. The homie Dom said, like, are they giving us the AI tools to make the program smarter, faster than they could teach it? Because his question was, do you think they want us to help the model? Like, do they want us to help build AI, right? So, like, are they giving us the tools to make the program smarter, faster than they could teach it? And then Sally Buck said, nothing is genuine no more.
well, I guess a
See.
question for the chat would be,
Question
when
for
was
the
it?
chat.
When was the last time AI showed up in your life without asking?
When was the last time AI showed up in your life without asking? The homie Big Daddy Vid said he don't trust AI, man. He said that's the Terminator right there, bro. I seen the
Hey,
movie.
dog. Hey, Terminator's here.
Accident. Hey, let me answer the question. My version of that. Meanwhile, the chat puts their response. So, chat question is: when was the last time AI showed up in your life without asking? So, for me, I think, man, it's like it's all the time. But this is what I was thinking about, because to me, what I relate to the most is like Instagram, right? Because sometimes I get on there and I'm watching reels or whatever. Or, for example, I was shopping for Christmas, right? And I was looking for Selena's like OKC jersey. So I went on Google and I went to the OKC store,
Mhm.
and I bought the jersey and everything. And literally like maybe an hour or not even like a couple minutes after, I opened up my Instagram just to check the reels or whatever. And I see that now I get an advertisement for like the OKC store, and I'm like, yo, what the heck, bro? So I guess that's a way that AI popped up without me even asking, but also at the same time, I see it as like, well, I did technically search for it. You know what I mean? So, and obviously we know the algorithm, bro.
There,
And like
there,
the moment you get on there and what you search, it gets tracked, bro. It gets tracked, man.
there's been times where me and Claudia talk about something
Just talk
without
about it, like, not
searching
even
it.
searching anything, and what
Yeah.
was it, like, Cinnabon? Yeah, I was craving a Cinnabon, I think this was a while ago, and we didn't even search it or whatever, and then, literally, I go, like, on my phone, and then there it is, and I showed it to her, and I'm like, "Look, this is crazy, like, I didn't even search it or anything." And I think that's one of the concerns a lot of people have too, is just a privacy concern of,
Mm,
like, AI gathering information or your data or whatever, um, so I can see why a lot of people would think, Terminator. But, again, I feel like it may be useful in just different ways, I mean, there's good and there's pros and cons to everything.
sure,
It's
for
just the
sure.
way I guess you use it and you view it.
Yeah. So someone on the chat actually put. I'm gonna read just Sally Book's comment because it's funny, but it says she says that every time I ask for David's opinion, he says let me ask ChatGPT. She's
Damn.
like, it's like, I want your opinion.
Damn.
If not, I would have looked it up. It's just
Come
what I
on,
what I
David.
wait. But sometimes what I tell her is like, to me, like I like to make informed decisions. You know what I mean? Like if you're asking me, there's a to me sometimes she's asking me about opinion. I'll give you my opinion, right? But to me, sometimes she's asking me about um, like something that requires like some type of knowledge that I'm not familiar with. And so to me, it's like, let me go ahead and like do some research, because I'm not gonna tell you something that's wrong if I'm not familiar with the topic. But anyway, we're
Your
not gonna get
research now consists of not even researching yourself, you just ask ChatGPT and
that
then
it,
it pulls
but
out everything
but
for
yeah,
you.
and that's information. But anyway, so Dom said recently AI has been on the Google searches explaining things for you, and I think that's a really good point because before you
Right at
would
the top.
search, yeah,
Right at the
yeah, you
top.
would search something for Google like the NBA score or whatever, right? And then you'd
Mhm.
see like the NBA app, whatever, all that stuff. But now you search NBA score and boom, you see AI Gemini, and it's like generating and generating, and then you get a response, and it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Let's see.
What other questions are we getting?
Or responsive.
As of now, they're kind of just like uh maybe a little bit of crickets, but now they're just kind of like chipping into what we're saying. Um Big Daddy Vid says that it's like iRobot, like we're turning into an iRobot type of generation.
Almost.
I remember that movie. That was a crazy movie.
The homie Charizard Mega said AI is life. The AI is life is crazy, man. That's crazy. Because we have to think of like if you're saying AI is life, to me that's like saying like, and no disrespect, Charger Mega, I love you, all right, bro. But to me that's like saying like your life is fake because AI is like kind of fake, you know? It's like imaginary things, you know?
To an extent,
I
you
think
know?
I mean, it just I see how it can be very helpful. Like, it helps, I don't know, problem solve certain things or like David had mentioned, certain research or whatever. I mean, we use it on a day-to-day basis at work too, just to I mean, it's crazy. But then again, I feel like we shouldn't be so reliable on AI. And then just as well, like, the fear, I guess, of job replacements as well. It's crazy, I mean, it's out there.
Mhm, for sure. The homie, Dom asked a really good question, and then Big Daddy Vitz asked one too, and so I think these are good questions. It
What they
says,
got.
Dom said, "I still feel like AI is very young." What do you think?
It's
I 100% agree. I mean,
it's young,
it's young, but it's also not.
but we also gotta take into consideration who is feeding it the answers.
Mhm. And see that's the thing
That's the
too.
scary
Like
part.
AI is not necessarily AI, bro. There's a human and algorithm behind there where all the information is like derived from, you know? Like and this is also this leads into I guess Big Daddy Vid's question. It says, "Don't you think we're ever gonna get to a singularity where like AI has a mind of its own?" And to me, maybe in the future, but I think like as of now, like AI at the end of the day is just like a bunch of humans just putting things into one system, and then like it's just a bunch of information into one system, and that's how like it gets like computed and distributed. Because obviously the like if you build a robot, right, like us, because humans are the ones that are building the robot. If we build a robot, but we give it no brain, it's just plastic, you know, and like it has no purpose, it has no use. You put the brain coming from the human into that. Now you give it information, you give it like, you know, intelligence. And now the robot, now the material, the plastic just becomes a robot. Now it becomes like an AI, an asset.
But it doesn't have a soul. It
Fact,
doesn't
for sure.
have as a body, you could say it has a mind,
Hmm.
but you could say it has a purpose to help us, a purpose to demolish us, you know, Terminator. Um, but it doesn't have, in other words, it needs to be, we have to give it a quest in order for it to operate.
Yeah, there you go.
Without that input that we give it, it's obsolete,
Yeah,
if that
but
makes
but
any
d
sense.
definitely
Yeah.
AI is super young, like, and I think that's the even scarier part that we're already feeling like to an extent it knows what we're doing, what we're saying, right? And it's still at like, you know, not a trial phase, but like it's still like like barely hatching, and the fact that it's already like extending to like the form to what it is now, ooh,
I
man,
mean,
like
the good thing about it though, like, you know, how Claudia said, it's helped her out at work. They use it at work. Um, it probably helps you save time, you know, giving Sally an answer in 5 seconds versus doing your own research, you
Like an
know?
oh yeah,
instant Wikipedia,
yep.
basically, it's just it gives
So
you the answer versus you looking for it.
makes you feel smarter.
It does. I feel smarter. You know, I did my research. I know how to make
Yeah.
a fly now. It only took me 5 minutes to learn. Like I didn't have to read the book, find it. Like, bro, come on now.
Yeah, it makes you feel smarter. It also it'll fact check everything you throw at it. It'll give you the resources. It'll give you the list of all the articles that it got the info from. Like
Yeah.
in a way, it's good, but is it?
Yeah.
Dun,
The
dun,
homie Big Daddy Vid
dun.
said, if AI ever it learns at speeds we can't even comprehend. So if AI ever gets a mind of its own, would we even know? Like or like would it just manipulate us without us even knowing?
Think it has a mind of its own. Like, I mean, at least not yet.
So that's his question. Would it ever? And when it does, would we even know?
I mean,
I would assume we should. Well, the tricky thing is in the area of work where me and you are at,
Mm-hmm.
Mango, we're outside, we're in the field. Shouldn't be replaced by AI
Yeah.
anytime soon. Now, the back end of what we do is being replaced specifically by your company, is being replaced on the back end as far as mapping, as far as counting and the logistics of how to bring in the infrastructure to the new neighborhoods. That's being taken by AI.
I mean, even customer care at this point, I feel like they are using
No,
yes.
Best Buy. Mango worked at Best Buy. We go to
Yeah.
Best Buy. We can't call no damn Best Buy.
You can't call Best Buy? No?
Pull them up. They'll take you to their headquarters,
Really?
to some random operator, literally. It's been
What?
like that for a couple years.
Because
There's a
before you would reach like some workers at the store, you know?
more.
You can't reach no one at the store
Nope.
directly, and if you can, it's only Geek Squad, but then even then,
That's the loop.
that's a loophole, by the way. But even but even then, there's sometimes dicks. There's sometimes dicks. It has to be Geek Squad, like a certain Geek Squad
Like
thing
question or whatever. If
question,
not,
or
like, hey,
you'd
call or
have to
whatever.
have, like, an order or,
It pulls up
something.
your number and it tells you you have nothing on the queue, you have nothing waiting, like you
Oh,
don't
so
have
why are
an
you calling?
order.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, it's been hard.
Yeah. Yeah, chatbots are a waste of time, bro. I absolutely freaking hate them, man. Like
I hate
literally,
automated
they're
systems,
so
like,
bad,
so annoying.
so bad. And then sometimes they hit you with that. I'm sorry, I can't understand what you're saying.
"Please call again."
Yeah, like,
"Bye."
They
bro.
hang
And
up
it
on
hangs
you.
up. Yeah, I'm just like,
Yeah.
"What? What a waste of 2 hours."
Yeah, seriously. So bad. So bad. Sally Bug said, "My mom hates chatbots when she calls stores or restaurants. For older generation people, they have no patience, or at least my mom has no patience."
They're like, "No, this is Patrick." And then they hang up on you.
Yeah, exactly. Just like that.
I
Oh
mean, I
man.
I've just rather, just talk to a live person, It's just I don't wanna talk to no chatbot, like, give me a live representative.
But and then that just goes into like how AI is just replacing some of the jobs, you know? Like before there was a person at the call center, I'm just here, ring ring, hey, what's up? How you doing, man? You know? Whereas now that person's no longer there. That's just collecting dust because there's a chatbot who can do the work for no money, you know? Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Claudia still picks up the phone from time to time.
I do, but that's not primarily my job.
Yeah,
But I
exactly.
still do it. I mean, if they need me, "Hey, Claudia, hop on," then, I'll hop on and answer the phone. I mean, we don't use
How
chatbots, we use live people.
how would it be if AI would take over the phone calls at your job?
I mean, it would be amazing. We would be more hands-on, our work, and just faster patient care. Um, but
But
then again, like, patients wanna speak to people. They don't wanna speak to, AI or whatnot. Or,
Man.
I
You
don't know.
know
I feel like it's different in the field of work, the type of field of work you do.
For sure. You know what? You know what, gang? This is crazy that we're talking about AI because I actually was just telling Selena about this in the morning when I got out the shower. I told her I had a crazy, weird dream last night, and so I started explaining it to her. And it was actually about AI, bro. AI. I gotta share the dream. I'm gonna share the full story dream,
sure.
man. You get a whole chat, pay attention to this, man. So um, I was like at an amusement park. I don't know if it was like Six Flags or Disneyland or whatever, but the park was like, and I was with a bunch of random people that I knew. And when I mean like random people that I knew, I don't mean like they were like people that I talked to on a daily. Like I knew them, but they were just random. I haven't talked to them in years, and I'm just in my head like, why are they here? Why are they here? And so I was like, why are they here? And so then the whole everybody in the amusement park was like mourning. They were all sad, and in my mind I'm like, why is everybody sad? It was so weird. The park was closed. The only people in there were us, like the ones I knew. And I remember that like apparently the park was closed because robots had taken over the park, bro. They had like shut down the government and they had shut down everything. And apparently we were at the park. I don't know why. I don't know why. Okay. But everybody was mourning, and there was this guy who was like starting to like start or wanting to start a strike. He was like, "Oh, we gotta stand up so that we can freaking overtake the robots. They can't do this to us. We're humans, you know, and this and that, right?" And in my mind, I'm just kind of like, well, okay, I don't really care about like what this guy like wants to do, but since everybody was mourning for some reason and sad, it was easy for them to like get fed up into like the whole, yeah, I want to strike and this, you know, because emotions are like crowding the judgment, right? In my mind, I don't know why I'm in my dream, I'm sleeping, but I'm trying to figure out why the heck I'm there and why those people are there, you know? Long story short, freaking robots pull up out of nowhere, okay? And the guy's like, oh, I got guns in the shed, go get him, right? And I'm like, yo, what the heck? But I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna participate in this like riot or whatever because I'm trying to survive. I don't want to die. I don't care about your cause, but I'm trying to stay alive. You know, so I go out and I'm grabbing a gun, right? We're popping robots, right? Robots are killing people, whatever, right? And then the guy dies. Okay, the guy dies. That was starting to like, you know, make a comeback for whatever, right? And then I'm like, you know me, I have like leadership skills. So automatically I'm thinking to my mind, I gotta leave, you know, and I gotta find like an escape plan. I gotta find like I gotta get us out of here, you know. If we stay here, we're all gonna die, you know. I don't care about like rioting or like freaking fighting back against the robots. Let's just get out of here and then regroup or whatever, you know. Because some people had died that were there, and I'm like, nah, I gotta make it out alive. And so Selena was there too, and I'm like, my priority is protecting her, you know. So then I'm like, you know what? And then it was freaking funny because okay, so I told one of my friends that was there, hey, I'll pick up all the guns that the robots have, right? And now we haven't put him back in the shed. You know, that was like a little storage or whatever. Here's the key. Go handle it, okay? Keep in mind, my friend, we joke about that he's a little like, you know, special, you know, because sometimes he makes very questionable decisions. So he comes back, right? He comes back and he's like, hey, I did it, man. I did it. I locked up all the guns and everything. And I'm like, okay, good. Thanks, man. Where's the key? And he's like, the key? I threw it in the trash. I threw it away. And I'm like, why would you do that, bro? He's like, oh, because I figured if no one has the key, no one can get in there. And I'm like, bro, we need the guns to freaking fight the robots, man. What the heck are we supposed to do, bro? And so I'm like, nah, man, nah, we're cooked, bro. So then I remember I'm like, okay, at least I have like a little, you know, gun. I saved it up, right? And then out of nowhere, a bus spawns, okay? A bus spawns, all right? A bus freaking spawns out of nowhere, okay? And we're like, and then before a bus spawns, someone gets like someone gets kidnapped, okay? And in my mind, I'm like, ah, man, we can't leave this person. We have to go save them, you know, because you know I care about people, and we gotta save everybody, you know. So I'm like, I gotta go save him. I can't leave him. So a bus spawns, and then that bus apparently took you into like the robot's headquarters where this person was taken, you know. So I was like, you know what? But it only takes one person in the bus. Okay, so only one person can be in the bus, and they scan the bus before entering. But uh they can only see if you're like sitting upright, like because you know how sometimes when you're sitting in the bus you can only see the head of the people. So that's how they can see how many people are in the bus, you know. So I told everybody, okay, you know what? We're all gonna get into the bus because I couldn't leave the people because what if they died? So I told them I need to make sure I could always see you guys. Come with me, okay? We gotta go save this person. So I told him we all got on the bus and the bus took us to the entrance, right? I told everybody get down so that they don't scan you, right? And only one person sit up. And one person stood up and I guess and then the bus door opens and a freaking robot walks in, right? With the big blade, with the big sword. Okay. We're all down, okay? And I'm over here like holding Selena down. And then out of nowhere I hear a slashes somebody's head off, bro, in the freaking bus. And I'm like, yo, right? And I'm over here like, shh, because I know that, you know, obviously someone dies in front of you and people are going to be like, ah, and then, you know, everybody's just going to like, shh, 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 right? So then I'm over here just like, hey, shh, right? Trying to keep everybody calm, you know, in a state of panic. And then the robot goes back and I hear more like, shoo, shoo, right? And I'm like, gosh, damn it, man, people don't listen, bro. So more people died in the bus, but they didn't listen, so that's their fault, right? Anyway, we survived. Okay, the robot gets down the bus. We're at the building where the person is, right? I'm like, okay, have my little pistolita. Okay, I pop the robots. I could just get this person, then we get the bus and we're out of here, you know? So I'm trying to go out. Selena tells me, no, let me go with you. And I'm like, no, it's too dangerous. But you know, she's like, nah, I'll get you back. Don't worry. And so I'm like, okay, but if you come, you have to do everything I say by like everything, you know? And she's like, "Yeah, don't worry, I got you, okay? You guys know where this is going." So then we get out the bus, right? We get out the bus. We're at the freaking building. I'm trying to find a way inside, okay? So I see there's like a little air vent right at the bottom, and I'm leaning down, looking at the air vent, right? And I'm like, I think maybe I can like throw something in here to like get in. Out of nowhere, I see Selena, she's standing in front of the door, okay? The door that is locked. I don't know if she was trying to find a way to open it or I don't know what she was doing, but I told her, "Hey, what are you doing? Get away from there. They're gonna see you. They're gonna spot you, right?" I look back down again, and then I just hear a shung shung, and the door open and they suck Selena in, bro. And now in my mind, I'm like, great, great. Now I really can't leave because in my mind, I was thinking, you know what? If I can't get inside, oh well, the person,
Mala
sorry,
suerte.
mala suerte. Yeah, mala suerte. I'm taking everybody out. But now Selena's in there, and I'm like, great. Now I really can't mala suerte this stuff, you know? Like I have to stay, I have to get her, you know? So now I'm really like, I gotta find a way to get in here, bro. So you know what I said? I said, you know what? I go back in the bus and I'm like, we're ramming this bus into the building. Okay. I don't give a damn. We're saving her, right? So then that's what we do. I grab the freaking bus, I ram it into the building, and I'm going out, and I'm like, "Bah, bah, bah, bah," and the freaking AI robots, bro. And then I woke up because my alarm rang, bro. Yeah,
Damn.
yeah.
To be
Now
continued.
to be, yeah, maybe I'll go to sleep today and I'll be over here in the bus driving away. Yeah,
Hopefully.
but
What theme park was it?
I have no idea, bro. I really have no idea, but I know we were at a theme park. I know because there was roller coasters, nothing was moving. It literally looked like it was dead, like tumbleweeds were going, like like that type of atmosphere. Like we were like it
Universal
was,
Studios. I'm just
yeah,
kidding.
man. I don't
Six
even know.
Flags. Six Flags. Six Flags is
But
about to
yeah, but it's
be.
crazy when you text me and you were like, "Hey, you want to do a podcast about AI?" And I'm like, "Gosh, damn, bro, what's going on? What's going on, man?
So you just had
What?"
that dream last night?
Literally last night, bro. Literally last night. Selena can tell you. I told her this morning.
It failed.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. What's the concerning part about AI? We talked about the good, but what's concerning?
the concerning part. Clyde, go first. Go first.
It's just, I mean, I don't know, like we mentioned, job replacement fears, over reliance on AI, um, like I mentioned earlier, privacy concerns, for your data and just all that kind of things. I know, fake images, fake videos. It's like with the flooding, supposedly, well, with this rainstorm that we had recently, there was a lot of videos going on about flooding in certain areas. And it's just like, that's fake because you were in that area and, it wasn't flooded. Or sometimes you just don't know what to believe. Um,
Or was it that the houses were like covered under mud and the cars just a few days ago?
Yeah, but I think there
Have you seen that,
was
Mango?
an incident over they said that was over at Wrightwood, California, where they had massive floods and just I guess landslides, which caused dirt, mud to, basically, yeah, block houses, block cars.
Nah, I did not hear about anyone. I obviously I seen like some of the flood warnings when it was raining and all that stuff, but I didn't hear anything about like the mudslides or cars stuck on the houses under mud. That's
Houses
crazy.
under mud.
When would freaking houses be under mud, bro? What? That
Legit.
is insane. Yeah.
Legit videos. Multiple videos on IG. Yeah.
Big Daddy Vid said on the chat, Mango Schwarzenegger. That's right, Big Daddy Vid. That's a good one, man. Yeah, to me, I think the concerning part about AI is like the future of humanity. Like at some point, what will be of humanity? You know,
Do you, do you
if
think we'll
robots,
over rely on it?
yeah, like if robots do not take over the world, which is a possibility, right? Hopefully, we have a bunch of good robots. But if robots do not take over the world, humanity is gonna be so dependent. I mean, you can just see it already. You know, we're already AI is still young. Like we agreed on that, right? But look at it, like look at the intelligence of just like the kids now in our generation. You know, like if ChatGPT or if they don't have a tablet in their hands or something, it's like their whole world is collapsing. And that's like
iPad babies.
yeah, like the iPad babies, and it's just like, bro, go read a freaking book or something, get some knowledge. You know what I mean? Like, and
I
it's
got I
just
got I
crazy.
got an iPad baby.
No,
Like,
no, you
you got
don't.
an iPad baby, or I won't talk about the iPad babies.
Oh, no, you
But,
don't have an iPad baby, but
but
he is super smart, like, he is smarter than the older one, and,
mm,
that's something that's, like, crazy. It's like Well, it's they have electronic at their hands and they just learn so much from it. Um, there's pros and cons.
Yeah, but I just feel like eventually we would be too like I mean just look at humanity, like humanity, like with anything that like humanity. I think the worst like biggest weakness about humanity is that they do not know how to balance things. You know, like we'll never be able to like find something and be like, okay, let's be smart about this and just keep it where it can be good and not bad. You know, but, like, we always invest so much in it that we extend it to where the good eventually becomes bad, you know? And I think, like, AI now is, like, good because, yeah, it can feed you so much knowledge, it could do this, it could do that, right? But then it's gonna be so much to the extent where now you're gonna be like, "Oh, well, why we don't need teachers no more, we don't need professors no more, we don't need freaking, call centers no more, we don't need this no more, we don't need all this stuff, and then people are gonna slowly start getting replaced, and now you're gonna have people in that like are just so reliant on this certain thing that when it's taken away or where they don't have access to it, boom, now they become like freaking
But
no, this is Patrick.
do you think it's making us efficient or lazy? We're in
I
the
think
early stages and look at what's happening. We're
both,
getting
both.
fake videos. We're getting half the crap we see online. We don't know if it's real or
I
if it's
mean,
not.
sometimes you can just tell right now. It's sometimes certain AI videos and images, you can tell it's fake. But what happens when it doesn't look fake? And what can you rely on at that point? Um, yeah, I mean, it's just a very I don't know, it's just a topic, a very good topic.
Yeah, but we're also staying on like just the knowledge aspect of it. But eventually, AI is gonna develop and advance so much to like look at what they're doing already. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but there's like some people that are paying millions of dollars so that they could freeze themselves, so that later they could become reincarnated. Once like technology is advanced enough, and to me that's like freaking insane. Because now you have people who are seeking like what is the right word, like longevity of lifespan to live forever, when it's like, yo bro, live your life, and yeah, you die, bro. It's a life cycle. But now they're trying to, like I said, humanity, they can never just balance it out. They always want to go to the extreme. Like now they want to break a life cycle of just life and they want to extend their lives forever. Like, what are you doing, man?
Well, back then, people used to live up to 500 years old.
Yeah. And then we could say because of technology. See, and this is the thing too. This is the thing too, because let's be
Yeah.
honest, I think that technology instills a lot of fear in people because now you have okay, you go ahead and my finger hurts because I jammed it. You go to the
Hey, hey,
doctor,
hey!
you gotta okay, man. But you go to
Why'd
the
you got to
doctor,
bring up
you
the
jam your
fingers,
finger, right? They give you an x-ray, right? And it's like, oh, your finger has a little hairline fracture, and now you're like, my finger's broken, I can't do nothing, and you think like you're freaking useless because of it. I'm not talking about you, but just like in general, right? And like whereas before you jam your finger, your eyes said take a little painkiller or whatever, and I'm good to go in like a week. And I feel like technology instills fear in people because the more you know, the more like I want to say the more dumb sometimes diagnostics sound, and and it just because like sometimes like things that are not as severe like because you said it yourself, like how do we live 300 years or 200 years before, when there was no technology, when there was no like people over there were freaking like eating fruit, like
the
drinking
vaccines.
rainwater, like
Nah.
doing a bunch of stuff that like that weren't necessarily sanitary or hygienic. And now you have all this technological advancements on, oh, don't wash your hands, do this, touch your teeth, all of that. And somehow we're barely making it to like 70 years old. Like
Right.
to me, that's like that doesn't mean it doesn't add up, bro. It doesn't add up. Something is so wrong, man. Come on, bro. I'm telling you, man. Eventually, if it's not AI, we're gonna get it. Donald Trump gonna bring the purge, bro.
That is something in the talks.
Overpopulation, bro. Come
But
on, man. I think they've seen that people were living too long, bro. Technology is all about, hey, we gotta like cut the years,
Shorter
well,
man.
lifespan.
check it out. Stream, Mango, my fingers are broken.
He's useless right now,
I'm
according to
useless.
him.
No, we've gone to the doctors. You've gone to visits.
Mhm.
Mango. You go to the doctor's office, you tell them, "This hurts, this is what I feel, yada, yada, yada," the whole list. They hop on and they go clickety clack, copy paste everything you said
Mhm.
into their MD GPT, you know?
Yeah.
It gives them a fucking answer,
And then come
and they
got back
tell
to you.
you, "You got a virus,"
Yeah. The only thing
or,
they don't tell you is, "Hey, ChatGPT says you got a virus." They might as well tell me that.
dude, that's basically what they're doing, so
No,
are they really doctors
Yeah, hey, come on,
at
Clyde, you
this
work in a
point?
I
hospital,
disagree
you
on that. No, I
spill it.
disagree on
Hey,
that. There
spill the
is
secrets, come
imaging,
on,
there's
spill the secrets,
labs,
Claudia,
that they
we
need
all know, man, come
to
on.
kinda diagnose. I don't feel that's accurate.
To an
Um,
extent, you've seen it, we've been to the doctor.
yeah, but I don't feel like they use it for that. I don't know. I mean, obviously imaging, labs, that's what's gonna help diagnose, and that's what I feel like has helped,
I don't
technology.
have a fracture hairline, I
No,
it's
he has a
broken
complete break.
in 2 spots.
Yeah, but
Surgery Tuesday.
I wasn't saying I was talking about your everybody chat. We're gonna pray for Efren. He has surgery on Tuesday. Okay, gang. We're gonna make sure everything comes out good, so he can use his finger again.
Yeah.
it's these 2.
So he can use
Ring finger and then
his
his
fingers
pinky.
again.
Well, his pinky is dislocated, his ring finger is actually the one that's broken.
Show 'em how it looked,
Oh, his finger. So, his finger was like this.
but pointing the other way.
So, it was like this.
Hey, nah, that's crazy, bro.
Yup. Yup.
The homie Sally Buck said that our future is gonna be like the movie Wall-E.
I I have Wally right over there.
You have Wall-E
Um,
over there. I think
yeah.
and I agree. I agree. The homie Big Daddy Vids agrees. The homie Big Daddy Vids says the more you know, the more you have to weigh about. Ignorance is bliss.
Mm.
The Big Daddy Vids is all about AI apparently, huh? He says the more you know, the more you worry about.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
again,
like
but
I don't feel like we're gonna be like Wally, like we're attached to a friggin' sphere, just I think who knows?
where's
I
my iPad?
mean,
You don't
back
think
back
so?
in the
Okay,
no,
really? Okay, what if we talk about obesity for a second, right? Obesity in
Present.
2000s, obesity
present.
where's Ray at? Just kidding. But obesity in 2000s compared to 2025, up or lower?
It's definitely increased, but you gotta take into consideration it's not AI, it's basically what they're putting in our food.
Is it though? Or is it that also AI is making us a little more complacent? Think about, let's talk technology. Now, hey, the Peloton bike. I got you with the personal trainer. No need to hit the gym, man. Just to put on how fast you want to go. I give you. And this is the thing too. People don't even leave their homes anymore because freaking the bike gives them a whole scenery and everything. They're like freaking biking through an imaginary like forest
It ain't
with a trainer that's
imaginary,
like go
dog.
go 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 go
Yeah,
go.
You
but you're
you
doing
in
something you're
Asia,
being active, you're
you
getting
everywhere.
exercise in,
But but
it's
how accurate is that though? They could be lying to you. You could be going 1 mile an hour and they could be telling you you're going 20 right now. And you're over here thinking, oh, I'm
Hey,
burning
hey,
calories, man.
it's the speed of light, my boy.
Like, no. Yeah, Big Daddy disagrees. He says we don't go outside as much because of technology. And it's freaking true. When I was in high school, and this was like maybe, I'm young, bro. It was only like
Mhm,
8 years
but
ago.
mhm.
I feel like the
But
generation has changed too overall. I feel like it's not just technology, I just feel like it has a lot to do with how generations have changed, how there's so many people out there that are crazy sick in the mind, you just can't trust people no more, and it's because, back then you could have, hey, been out playing till friggin', sun goes down, the lights turn on, okay, it's time to go back in. Now I feel like, there are just so many crazy people out there. That's why I just don't like my kids playing out there no more. It's just you see so many things online. Real stories too, of what people go through, freaking missing children.
yeah,
It's just I feel like that's why a lot of the people are not outside. It's just I don't think it's technology, it's just times change.
definitely, they definitely have because kids don't go out no more and play. They're like, hey, you want to go play some 2K? And that's their version of playing
Hey,
basketball
hey, that's
outside
playing
now.
outside, dog.
That's not playing
Fingers get
outside, man. You
sweaty.
still gotta
Fingers
scream,
get
bro.
sweaty,
I
Come on,
love
man.
going outside and being active, so when we do go outside and have a family activity, it's something, that I would rather, do, an act an active activity, freaking go to the park or something.
Damn.
Um, I feel like, yes, a lot of people like electronics, like technology, but I feel like there should be a healthy ratio, as to, how much time and, basically physical activity. Um, but yeah, I mean, that's just my input.
So Lena said, and I didn't know about this, but apparently back then they were had a commercial at night to remind parents to check if their kids were back home because kids would be outside all the time. And the commercial would be like, make sure you go tell your kids to come back inside.
Mhm.
And now, man, you see the commercials? You see the
Bro.
commercials? Come on now. Come on now. Matter of fact,
Matter of
this
fact, we don't even have commercials anymore because we just stream everything.
that
Uh,
is true. That is true. And then I think like
Hey,
but
and
Imma
the
talk
the
about the
iPad
commercial.
kids be getting mad with commercials, though.
they're like, "What is
Ye
that?"
They don't
They
Skip
want the
know.
it.
YouTube Premium, huh? They want the YouTube Premium, bro? Come
Hey, that's
on.
all I got. That's all I got.
Oh, it's crazy stuff out here, man. It's crazy stuff out here. What okay, what if you were in a life and death situation? Are you trusting AI with your life?
Hey,
Well,
unplug me
depending.
and plug me back in. Unplug me and plug me back in.
That's usually the
That's what works, right, Mango? Have you
Yeah,
tried
hey.
plugging it,
that's the
unplugging and
number
plugging
one
it in?
question they
Yep,
ask
turn it off,
you.
turn it back on, baby. Come on, reboot.
That's
That's
we'll
crazy.
take that route.
And you know what? It's like it's even you know what? We didn't have to go so far. Like, let's go the pandemic. You know, you and I are from we work in the field, right? And man, like when we were out here working during the pandemic and COVID, and everybody transitioned to working from home technology, right? Man,
Mhm.
you were going into people's houses and you were like their hero. You were like their savior, bro. You know, and it's
Yeah.
like, and you're like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. And then, or like you, and people get mad because it's like, I can't use my laptop. I'm losing millions of dollars and this and that and that. And it's like, you get to
Bullshit.
see just how dependent people are on like technology and AI. And you know what AI has done? Matter of fact, forget AI, bro. I freaking hate AI, bro. You want to know why? Because AI, bro, be giving you like them freaking like robots that purchase things for you, man. You don't even wait in queue no more, man. They have a software for
As the
robots, and
scalpers, dog.
yeah, F the scalpers, bro. I can't get my Pokemon cards because these fools be as soon as it goes online, a robot make the purchase
Sold
for you,
out.
bro.
Sold out.
Oh man. Ugh.
In that talk right there about records and everything being stored, that's scary. Medical records, your driver's license, your bills, electricity, the gas, the water, everything's all computerized.
Yeah.
Mhm.
One little hiccup. I mean, we've what is it? Today is December 28th, 2025. In the beginning of the year, we had a hack with AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon. Then we've been having a couple hospitals getting hacked. Not so recently, again, the self-service went down, Amazon went out, Windows went out, and
Google went out, I think.
Google went out.
Mhm.
So all these little hiccups, little hacks, or we'll call them hiccups. We don't know what they are. It's screwed up. A day or two for a business owner.
Yeah,
Um, Luckily, it hasn't been that scary where your medical record's been deleted or anything like that. But if we have to go back to pen and paper, I mean, we're far from it.
for sure. Yeah. The homie Big Daddy Vid said, "Have you seen when Google and other companies had to unplug AI because it was doing stuff on its own?"
I heard of one. I don't know if it was Google or if it was Windows, but they did shut it down. Don't know if it's true though.
That is true. But I think I did hear about that too. It was like what last year, no? So or
Either this year or last year.
yeah, it was recent, and yeah, I think it was a big like I maybe like a little wake up call for everybody, you know? Just kind of like, what do you mean doing stuff on its own? And I think that's when people really started to see maybe like the dangerous side of
But now,
AI, you know?
is it doing it on its own or was it prompted to
Mm,
figure it out on its own? Because again, this is a mouse.
mhm.
It's on. I'm moving it.
Yeah.
I'm not moving it on a single plane how it's supposed to. So it's not gonna, this ain't doing shit
Yeah.
unless I lay it down and I control it and tell it what to do. Your keyboard's there, you know? unless you get a rubber ducky and it starts typing everything for you. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, that's still a script, and you're giving it a command.
Yeah, for sure. And that's why that's why I said in the beginning, like to me, AI is like it's all who's in control of it, you know? Like it could be really beneficial, but also really dangerous under the hands of wrong people, you know? Because of the information that they have. And like you said, like it's just like if we built a robot, right? Like if you and I got together and we built a freaking robot and we didn't give it anything, nothing, it's just gonna freaking stand there. We're gonna look at it and be like, ah, what a cute robot, bro. But then we started, and we told the freaking robot, hey, go rob. Robot's gonna go rob. We told the robot,
Mhm,
hey, go freaking teach a class. Robot's gonna go teach a class, you know? And
mhm.
so I think AI is beneficial when it comes to information or asking for its opinion because it gives it to you straight because it has no emotion. And but you know what?
It's
Even then to an
who
extent,
is
because I
giving the answer.
Mhm. Yeah, that is true.
So
But you know what? One time I actually was having a conversation with ChatGPT, and then I was like deep in the talks, right? It wasn't even asking questions. I was just more or less having a conversation, and then I told it like, okay, stop giving me what I want to hear, and like actually like shoot me like the straight answer, you know, like just
mhm,
be honest with me and like be like brutal, you know, like at the end of the day, you know, you're a freaking robot, you know, why are you trying to like sugarcoat things, you
right.
know? And so like it gave me like a straight up answer, you know, but even then, when it gave me a straight up answer, it's still more or less like, okay, this is what, you know, this and this and this and that, right? But once
It's still
again, you
scripted.
know, like it's still kind of like trying to like soften like the insult, you know what I mean? Like it still kind of
Mhm,
tells you like, but you know, like I mean this with like care, and I'm just kind of like, bro, what? F all that, bro. Just give me a straight up answer, bro. You forget the feelings and all that stuff. And to me, it just goes to like, you know, back to like the question that was asked, is AI ever gonna have its mind of its own? And is AI ever gonna have emotions, feelings, you know? And if you ask ChatGPT a question and you tell it to like maybe not include emotions, I guarantee you it will include some type of feelings or emotion in its answer. It cannot like just give you like a robotic answer, you know? And that to me is crazy. It's crazy because like yeah, it's scripted, of course, you know, by a human, but
mhm.
but still, like it's a technology.
It's just weird how we got to it. How would 2025 be without AI?
Like the previous years. Duh.
No, but we well, how not
Like
2025 in
how
general,
would
but
2020, well, how would the
how
year
would we be if there was no AI?
mm,
There's still implementations of AI with, you could say, Google searches, and who remembers Ask Jeeves, you know?
The heck is Ash G's, bro?
Bruh. Oh,
you're
hell no. I'm
um
old.
Yeah,
Jeeves.
yeah.
Efren is
Ask
revealing his age
Jeeves.
right now.
You know what? Are they is that website still up?
I don't know
Hold
what the
on.
heck Ash G's is, bro.
I'm
Hold
like,
on.
Efren's revealing his age.
Hold on.
Meanwhile, you search it up. Dom said, "What about AI and self-preservation?" I see you thinking, Claudia. What are you thinking about?
It's still around. It's ask.com.
Oh, okay, yes, we know ask.
And that's Jeeves. That's the homie Jeeves. Mango.
Gee, the homie G's, Ash G's. But
Jeevs. Jeeves.
what do you think about the self-preservation in AI, huh?
What are your thoughts about it?
No, we asking you, homie.
Oh, you're asking me?
No,
Yes.
no, no. We asking Claudia.
No, 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 I'm asking you. I'm like, I'm still kinda thinking.
Nah, nah. My chat asked, so I'm asking you. So,
Efren, I'm like, I'm still
yeah.
Preservation as in keeping my mind in the storage in the cloud somewhere?
Okay, Dom, the homie Dom, we're asking to clarify your self-preservation. Are we talking about like preserving information, you know, like the storage records, things like that, or are we talking about like nature and preserving the world in that sense? But meanwhile, they're typing. I think I'm gonna. When I read the question, I was thinking more of like so just preserving the world, you know. Um. So I'm gonna answer or give
Go
a little
That's
bit of
going
my.
back to Wally though.
what?
Yeah, that is going back to Wally.
Okay, now I need to go grab my Wally really quick.
Grab your wallet. Yeah, let me see that wallet, man. But okay. So Dom specified the question and said, "What about AI and self-preservation in the sense of keeping itself alive?" Ah, look at the Wally.
Cute, and he has this little
Wowie!
Like a
Aw, that
little
little
plant,
thingy
look at the little
too.
plant.
A little
That's the little
plant,
plant.
bro. Aw, look at that, gang. Come on now. Isn't that cute?
Eve.
Okay. Oh, but so its question was more or less, what do you think about AI and wanting to keep itself alive, like not wanting to be updated or deleted?
Nah, it would have to be updated. It has to.
It has to. I
It
mean,
has to update.
we're updating our freaking Windows Chrome or, like, there's updates to everything, so
Think of life when we wake up tomorrow. That's an update.
Yeah. Of course, because as time goes by, things develop, right? More information is discovered and all that stuff. Okay, but let's say, gang, okay,
we wanna get
Okay.
in
rid of AI
no, no,
and
no, 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 because I think, right, if as an engineer, right, into coding, we all know that you can put a code in there without you having to touch it again that will allow the system to just update itself with newer information
Correct.
without having the necessity of you to mess with it anymore. But eventually, I I guess this kind of ties into like, is AI ever gonna have a mind of its own, you know? And will it ever have a mind of its own? I think not, because at the end of the day, it's scripted, right, and coded from whoever coded it in the beginning. But will AI ever work on its own? I think yes, because let's say whoever coded that AI dies, but that AI still has that code, and as long as that AI is able to bring power, which is like energy or fuel for it, that AI should continue to just work. And if it has a coding software that allows it to update itself with the information given, and let's be honest, once you're an AI, that's like a freaking, think of like a virus. It infects all information, and all the information that gets entered the cloud is now coded into that AI. You
But
can just
now
obtain it.
you're just being redundant because it's gonna work on its own, but
Exactly.
it's gonna continue doing the same thing. It ain't gonna go and let me upgrade and let me give me the ability to do this now. Because
Okay.
again, homeboy didn't program that into it.
Yeah, for sure.
It
That
gave
is
it it
true.
it gave it the auto update,
Update yourself, but no new
but no
tasks.
new
no prompts,
abilities,
Yeah.
no new task, no unless yeah,
no
but
new quests, no new
even
prompts, no new basic yeah.
unless it gets scary and it figures out how to get root access on its own.
Which
Entonces ahí Terminator for sure.
Terminated. Which it
Once
could. I think honestly, bro, when we talk about AI and the possibilities for the future with how technology progresses and more things that we discover,
would it
it
give itself root access?
it well could be a possibility, bro.
But then at that point, you need a two-factor, and then I need to say, "Okay," physically.
You don't think that you don't think
Bypass.
that bypass. Yeah, you don't think that AI would be able to work around that? With everything that it knows, you don't think it's gonna be able to work around a simple like
It can manipulate a keyboard.
for sure.
It can, but that's Terminator status there, though. It giving itself root access, that's endgame.
Okay, so a Big Daddy Vid said, before he puts in one of the cases that he brought up, but he's talking about this. He says that the best engineers in the world say once AI get a mind of its own, that's the end point for humanity, and I agree. And I said that so because I'm one of the best engineers in the world. So he's basically just quoting me. But yeah, so I agree. I think that once AI gets a mind of its own, I think once AI gets a mind of its own, oh yeah, I think once AI gets a mind of its
Chill,
own, we're cooked, bro. We're cooked. Like, ain't no
chill.
freaking way. Who's gonna be able to stop that? Imagine AI is running loose now.
Daddy,
Okay,
chill.
AI is running loose. It has all the information in the world, all the knowledge in the world, and me as an engineer, I'm gonna be like, oh no, 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 I gotta shut this thing down. You don't think AI can just like
No, it's gonna
kick
go,
me out? Kick me out of my software, shut me down? You don't think it could just do that? Of course it can. So that so
At
then,
the point but at the point it gets root access.
of course, yeah.
But can it give itself root access? And
Okay,
it would
okay,
have to
wait a
think
minute,
about it.
okay, let's think about it like this. Look, I'm freaking a genius, man. Maybe I shouldn't even say this because then AI is gonna know about it, but who cares? I want a challenge. So, but, so what okay, AI knows all the information, right? What is there to say that AI doesn't just make a program on its own that actually now encodes now the ability to update itself, but now encodes also the ability for new tasks. Now the AI is reprogramming itself through a newer software, basically just duplicating its mind without having the restrictions that the owner originally placed. Mm. Come on, I'm cooking, man. Hey, don't let me become an engineer. I'm cooking humanity.
Well,
Come on, it's
at
capable
at
of
that
that.
point, it'll create its own version.
Of
Yeah.
course. Yeah,
Yeah, then I mean, we're fucked.
yeah. Because it can happen, bro. It can happen. Who
But
wouldn't do that?
it all falls back to it needs to tell itself, "Recreate me," or "Recreate yourself." It ain't gonna do anything if it's not given a prompt. It's a computer.
Of course, of course. Okay, of course. But once you have all that knowledge,
I don't
and
know.
but okay, if you have all that knowledge and you give yourself access to be able to encode a new program, okay, now the AI becomes a freaking engineer programming a new AI, bro. And let's
Right,
be honest, the engineer had limited knowledge in comparison to what the AI has. So and not only just knowledge, but coding expertise. The
right. It
AI is a freaking master
they
in
know all the
everything.
languages
Exactly.
and
So
talk about
imagine this engineer
encryption
coding it. Imagine this engineer coding it with just Java, okay, or just CC plus, and now this freaking AI comes in
and
and puts in
Python,
Java, CC plus, freaking, all of that stuff.
AWS.
Yup, and all that stuff, bro. And then this new AI is literally the old AI,
What?
but running loose, bro.
Well, look at Eagle Eye. Remember the movie Eagle Eye?
¿Qué es esto, man?
Am I
Never
that
seen that
old?
movie. The homie Big Daddy said Ex Machina.
Eagle Eye.
Ex
Oh,
Machina?
Ex Machine is alright, but look up Eagle Eye. Open up a tab real quick.
Big Daddy Vid said we're gonna be taken over by robots, and Efren's gonna be like, "Who gave it the passcode?" That right,
Lord.
that right. But hold on, before we go into the movie, because Big Daddy Viz brought up a really good point, and it said there was also a case where a guy asked AI for suicide advice, and AI told him to do it. So is that the blame of the administrator, or can they get away with it because it's scripted to a certain point? Mm.
I feel like
That's that's a deep topic, but
That's
legit
deep.
question. But
It's
a legit
legit.
question.
it is a legit question, but I feel like now okay, so when was it? Not so long ago, Efren's friends were recreating images, basically themselves as a girl, right? And
Yeah.
they would ask it
As a
basically,
girl?
yes. So they would be like, "Hey, create me into, let's say, okay, a sexy girl with a big bust or and a big, bottom or whatever," and
Mhm.
there goes AI recreating something. But
Yeah.
then you prompt it to now do something else, but then it tells you, "Oh, no, this is inappropriate," like, so I won't do it. So I feel like at that point, with that suicide, I feel like it is the administrator's fault. Um,
Bring it back to the iPhones. Siri will tell you where to dump a body.
and now it doesn't.
You know, I don't.
Siri would tell you where to dump a body?
Yeah, there was
Yes.
a
That is
case about this.
insane.
Yes.
There was a case on
Really?
this.
Yes.
No freaking
It
way.
would give you 3 options, like a swamp, some woods, and they'll give you locations.
Yeah, it would give you locations. Like, they
Okay,
would
nah,
yes,
bro.
so, like,
What?
before it would, like, "Oh, what's a good," like, let's say, for example, um,
Hypothetically.
hypothetically, "Hey Siri, like, what's a," oh gosh, my Siri is not listening to me, but,
Oh, hey,
"Hey,
chill, chill, chill.
basically, hey, whatever, Google or Siri or whoever you
Yeah, yeah, with
use,"
that.
and then, you basically ask it, "Where is a good area to dump a body in X location," or whatever, or
Near me.
"Near me," and it gives you, like,
That
Mhm.
is
well,
crazy.
before, now it doesn't. So
Yeah.
it's like, I
Now I
feel like
don't.
now it's just an administrator error. Um, and like I said, these images, they couldn't be populated because they were considered inappropriate. So it's, it definitely, I feel like, has to be an administrative error to that point.
Okay,
It's
so
crazy.
Claudia's point of view is the administrative error. Okay.
Now
Efren?
they fixed that. I mean, Siri doesn't have that option no more. So, it's something that they've definitely fixed. But yeah.
I'd say it's administrative,
I
but
agree.
you also gotta keep in mind You gotta check in on your boys, dog.
Oh, for sure.
Check in with your boys, your friends, your family. You know, not so long ago, last night I seen a video of I guess a child was watching YouTube Kids, and it gave him a step by step on how to end yourself.
Crazy, man.
And
A YouTube
luckily,
video?
YouTube Kids.
YouTube Kids gave a step by step on how to do that? Nah, this world is cooked, bro. Nah,
So any iPad babies out there,
the frick is that, bro?
It's like you
you
just have to monitor
you
that,
gotta monitor everything.
Wait, bro.
You gotta
No
monitor
freaking
everything.
Like, you
Bug.
think YouTube Kids is a safe place for kids, but at the end of the day, there's
It's
somehow
not.
people still can get away with, uploading certain things there,
Mhm.
and it's not, and it's just,
Mind
you
blown.
have to be,
Mind blown.
basically
You have to be
an ad
proactive about it.
yeah.
Oh
Like,
man.
our kid, he likes playing his iPad, and he does watch YouTube Kids, but he is only allowed to watch, um,
Pocoyo, huh?
educational videos. So there's Alpha Blocks, Number Blocks,
Not a
what else?
sponsor.
Not yeah, not a sponsor. Minecraft, building videos. I mean, just I mean, even then, like, just listen to what the video says too, because it can yes be playing something, but then the audio can be something else.
That's another rabbit hole we gotta go into.
Yeah, because of again, we've seen videos where okay, yeah, it's he can be physically watching something, but then the audio is completely different.
Mhm.
So it's
Crazy.
just being, just watching your kids. I mean, parents, come on, let's do better.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah.
How's the chat feeling about this whole podcast, streaming, Twitch, and all that? We need some input.
Yeah. Okay, chat. So, how are you guys feeling about like the whole podcast and me streaming the podcast and doing it live with you guys? You guys enjoy this? You guys like this? Meanwhile they answer the question. I'm gonna go ahead and I don't. Sally Buck said she don't want kids no more, man.
No.
Nah,
No.
No,
we're
no,
gonna
no.
do it. We're
Yeah.
gonna do it.
Right
And
now is
then
it right
Big
now is
Daddy
the
Biz said he
time.
likes it. Big Daddy Biz he likes it.
Again, it's just parenting, it is hard. Yes. But
You're
as
never
long as
ready.
you're never going to be ready, one, that is you're never going to be ready. But just being um what is it? What's the word I'm trying to say? Just being a present parent, that alone, makes a big difference, in a kid's life. It definitely, I wish I had more present parents. And then I see, other people with present parents, and it's just like, damn, it's crazy. But, I guess just being there present for your kids, it 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 makes a big impact. So don't don't be afraid of technology, whatnot, but just being present. I feel like that's important.
Yeah, for sure.
Got to be present.
N-
So
then
have your kids, Sally.
Have your kids.
We wanna see baby mangoes and baby Sallys.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, I want to see my babies, bro. Oh my, imagine freaking junior me's. Oh my gosh,
Oh
No, no, no,
that
no.
no.
that
I wanna see
that's
junior Sallys.
that's the key to making the world great, bro. Junior me's, man. Let's go. Pa, 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 pa.
Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at?
But oh yeah, but the chat said, Big Daddy Biz he likes it. Charles Omega said he loves it. Dom said very cool, first time ever. Big Daddy Biz said next podcast idea would be should we have kids?
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah. And then Sally Book said, but
Bruh.
in all seriousness, it was better than expected, especially with this topic because AI isn't something I thought I would be interested in because but they were talking about ChatGPT all the time. Oh yeah, but we have the best podcasters and the best streamer out here.
We're
Come on,
trying. We're
gang.
trying.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys seen, but usually you have like a recap on like your top songs, whatever music app you play. And now I've seen where you ask AI, what's the funniest thing or what's the dumbest thing I've asked you, and basically, it'll tell you like, oh, what's one of the dumbest things you told them. David,
I
do
mean,
yours, do yours. Let's see what it gives you.
do my one of the
Yeah.
dumbest things I asked or
What
dumbest thing
what is the silliest or what is the dumbest thing I've asked you in 2025? And then
What is
basically
the what is the dumbest thing I asked you in 2025?
probably gonna say how to make a flan. I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
I'm just
seriously.
kidding.
No, but okay, but before I before I ask that question, um, I wanna answer or I guess give a little thought that we could talk about the ChatGPT and the whole suicide thing, going back to it a little bit. To me, like, I guess we don't have to worry so much about privacy interference because if like chat like AI should be able to red flag your account as soon as you ask a question like that. You know, imagine you're AI, you're getting asked a question, where should I dump a body? You should answer it, right? Whatever, because you're asked to, but AI should be like, yo, something's wrong here. Let me flag this. Like, why is a person asking a question like this? Like, that's not a question that you just naturally go around like, hey, what's up, Walmart guy? You know where I can dump a body? You know what I mean? Like, people would see you and be like, yo, what the hey, 911, what's up? Someone just told me license plate number, you know what I mean? And so to me, like AI should be able to do that. But of course, then we go back into the violation of privacy. You
Then
know what I
again,
mean?
that falls under the administrator,
For sure.
to flag something like that.
Mhm.
But I yeah.
But because then, like, think about it, right? Let's say a body does get found. Oh, missing person found, whatever, right? Around this area, okay? And then you know how easier it would be to find a person who did it if they could just, have red flags. Hey, these red flags came in from around this area about these amount of people asking about where they can dump a body. Man, that would narrow your search so much and help you find one justice a lot sooner, but also justice towards a right person. Because sometimes, let's be honest, like they're cops, they go off intuition, and sometimes even their own emotions. So sometimes they might even condemn somebody who might not even be guilty. You know what I mean? And so, like having like a red flag like that could just in an instant also prevent certain things. Imagine someone asks, "Where can I dump a body?" ChatGPT flags it, gets notified to 911 immediately. Now you can track that person's freaking phone location. The person shows up to the house and maybe they can stop something before it even happens, you know? So to me, like
We're
if
lacking there.
oh, for sure.
We
Lacking
are
to a
we're
big
lacking there.
extent. I feel like yes, we have to have obviously a certain amount of privacy, but there's also things that should like be like a loophole for that privacy, right? Like certain red flag moments that as soon as your account gets red flagged, your privacy is now no longer. You know, like now police or authorities should be able to, interfere with certain scenarios like that, right? Because let's be honest, also if we give AI full access and like to our privacy, now we're gonna be cooked. Like the normal people are gonna be cooked, you know?
Yeah.
So
But I believe we're lacking on that aspect of 'cause I mean, you could call 911, be in a trunk, and they could track you.
mhm.
But I believe nowadays you shouldn't be able to get away with anything because we all have some sort of digital footprint.
Yep. Yeah,
And,
for sure.
hypothetically, if you don't have a digital footprint, Facebook, Instagram, a Google account, then you're winning. You're winning and you could get away with it.
Or you definitely have an upper hand in that sense
You
because
have an
now they
upper
can't
hand.
track you digitally, you know? But yeah. Oh, Big Daddy Biz redeemed Coca-Cola shit, bro. But I need to get a Coke, bro. So be right back. Okay. I'll ask the question to
Alright,
ChatGPT after. Entertain the stream, okay, while I'm gone.
alright, stream. Let me see. Let me hop on the chat. Alright. What's up, Big Daddy Vids? Who else is on here? Sally.
Sorry, I don't have access to the chat, so I'm like
You gotta
I'm
join
just
the
sitting here.
stream on Twitch. Let me share it with you. Share.
I was gonna say I'm just sitting here looking pretty, but not no, I'm not pretty. Let's see.
Pretty, pretty.
Pretty ugly. And I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah.
All right, Big
Hey.
Daddy Biz. What's the question?
Oh man, I'm back, gang.
Do I have to
Don't
create an
worry, the
account?
best streamer
Low
in the
key.
world is here.
I'll
But
do
go
that
ahead,
later.
ask the question.
All right. Ask the question.
But before, let me redeem your Coca-Cola sip, bro. Look at this nice and fresh Coca-Cola. Meanwhile, you ask the question, bro.
You gotta
And then,
make
hey,
the
hey, camera,
episode
lock in, camera. Hey, look at this Coca-Cola right here. Hey, everybody, look at the mic right here. Look at the mic.
ASMR.
Waiting on the question. Big Daddy Vids.
Okay. the homie Big Daddy Beats asked the question. Let's see what ChatGPT says.
A
I'm
ver,
actually a very smart person, bro. So honestly, my dumbest question might be like a top IQ question. Okay, but
Okay,
let's
okay,
just
okay, okay.
all
cálmate.
right. Hey, look at it, look at it, look at it. See, I told you, bro. I told you. But let's see. I said, what is the dumbest thing I asked you in 2025? ChatGPT, which I named Echo, by the way. I named my ChatGPT Echo. Okay. I gave it an
There's
identity
already
because,
an Echo. Amazon
well,
Echo.
don't worry about it. This one is unique.
Okay.
I was having a deep conversation with ChatGPT one time, but it says, honestly, none of them were dumb. But if we're answering this playfully, here's the most overthinking one, not dumb. And
A
it
ver,
says, what flush is higher? Okay, that's what I asked it. And I actually asked this one on Christmas day. It says, what flush is higher? A210Q5 or 10Q5J9? And they gave an explanation as to why. And we were playing poker.
oh,
We were playing poker, that's why. And so a flush is five of a kind, let's say five hearts, right? So it was an A heart, a two heart, a 10 heart, a queen heart, and a five heart. Okay. Um, I thought that the flush that had the highest numbers won overall. Okay. But it told me the other one did. But anyway, that's poker. We're not gonna talk about. I said, why that one? Poker poker hand rankings are weirdly specific. A lot of people get tripped up by the ace being high or low. It's the kind of question everyone asks at least once, then they never forget. That wasn't dumb. It was a classic poker confusion moment. If anything, your questions in 2025 show you actually double check instead of guessing. You ask before risking money, pets, hardware, or time. Practically, you're practical. You are practical. PC parts, pets, food, safety, streaming setups. So if we're being real, the dumbest question is the one you don't ask, and you ask them. If you want, I can roast your questions lightly or keep it wholesome. I told you I'm a freaking genius, bro. I'm a freaking genius. Come on, man.
hey, now I'm scared to ask.
You should ask it.
A ver,
Ask it, bro. Ask it. But Big
but
Daddy Viz asked, man. Big Daddy Viz
yeah,
said,
he did ask. What did he ask?
and Big Daddy Viz says, do you think we're better off with AI or without?
In my honest opinion, with that chip ASMR Flamas Doritos, not a sponsor.
No, we're not a sponsor, but if you want to sponsor me, baby, come on, Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola.
We there. Um, we're better with it. In all honesty, there's more ups than downs. Even
At
though
least as of now.
the downs are scary though.
Uh-huh.
But you could sound like an engineer like Mango,
Yeah.
you know.
Don't worry, I will be a good engineer. I will make sure my AI is scripted good, gang. No bad coding in there, okay? Come on now.
What was the question I gotta ask Chat GPT?
What are the
is
dumbest questions you've asked in 2025? Big Daddy Viz said that Mango said he asked AI for a plan recipe, but before AI, we would just call each other and talk to each other to get info or recipes. I don't like how AI is
this is
taking
mine.
everyone.
So I asked it, what's the silliest or dumbest question I've asked in 2025? It replied with, okay, keeping this lighthearted and affectionate, not roasting you. The silliest most basically was, can you make another picture, basically the same face, different background, now hoodie, now another setting, now another picture. So this was back when we were doing a picture for Efren, like I mentioned earlier. A girl version of him, to send to his friends. And basically, I guess that was one of the silliest slash dumbest questions I've asked.
That's crazy.
And then let's see. Yeah, it says honestly though, your questions are mostly thoughtful, kind, and organized, very on brand for someone who runs an office. The silly ones are the fun ones, and you don't ask them just human questions.
That's
So,
right. That's right.
yeah.
The chat said, Sally Bug said, my grandma literally had a recipe, like a flan recipe, and I offered telling David it, and he said, I don't need your grandma's recipe. I got ChatGPT.
And it's crazy 'cause it's like, yeah,
Come on, man. Come on.
Bruh.
bruh.
Hey,
But
and Big Daddy Vid said exactly. That's how we end up as Wally. Hey, don't worry, Big Daddy Vid. Just know before we play clubs, I always ask ChatGPT if I should play with you or not. Nah, man. I'm just
what
kidding,
is
man.
your question, Junior?
I'm
Let's see,
I'm
what's your answer?
I'm a little dumb, man.
That Efren is dumb. I knew it. I always knew it. I was
He
the
said,
smartest one in the group.
all right, Efren, keeping it light and respectful because honestly, none of your questions were actually dumb. But if we're ranking them from most Googleable to my brain being on autopilot questions of 2025, I got 3 nominees. Number 1,
3.
how many days in 10 weeks? This one
How
wins.
many days in 10 weeks, bro?
This one wins purely because I probably already knew the answer before I hit send. Number 2, very basic math conversation checks, stuff like circles, days, timelines. Not dumb, but I just don't feel like thinking right now. Questions. And the third nominee, questions you immediately followed with, yeah, that makes sense. Translation, you already had the answer. You just wanted confirmation. But then it also says, now the real talk. You've asked far more smart, practical questions than anything else. Labor laws, pay scales, professional messaging drafting, work questions. It says that's not done. That's something making sure they don't get screwed. It gave me a verdict. Dumb questions asked, maybe 2 to 3. Smart questions asked, over a dozen. Regret level 0. So honestly, asking a dumb question beats making a dumb mistake every time. So, haha.
Let's ask ChatGPT based on our conversations what it predicts our IQ level to be.
Let's see. Based
Right here,
on
chat. We're gonna find
our
out, chat.
based on our
That's
conversations,
funny.
Based on our
what
conversations, what do you think
what do
my IQ level
you
is?
think level is?
Yeah,
Dun,
chat.
dun,
Make a prediction. Make a
dun.
prediction, chat.
Was
Uh,
It didn't give you anything.
did you get the right
Yeah,
answer?
no, it didn't give me anything. It says that I can't accurately estimate or
Mhm.
assign a numeric IQ level. Shut the frick up, man. Just do it. Just do it.
Let's do it.
Big Daddy
Okay,
Oh,
bitch
wait,
said.
wait,
Nike.
wait, wait, wait. If you keep scrolling, my best non-clinical estimate.
Not clinical.
Damn.
What is yours?
What you got?
Mine just gives me like what I'm like. Your practical applied
What's a good
questions.
number, Mango, before I say mine? What's a good number?
It
I
actually
could.
gave you a number.
It gave me a number.
It gave you a number?
You gotta keep scrolling.
No, I scrolled all the way.
All right. What's
Hold
a
on,
what
hold on.
what's a good IQ level before I say my number to the world?
The highest is like
He's chatting right
145.
now. Hold on.
No, 160 is the highest. 40 is the lowest. 160 is the highest.
So I ain't that dumb then. I'm gonna just shoot high. It gave me 125.
125? What was it gave you a range?
110 to 125.
Okay, that's solid though. That's solid. Like most averages are within that average. Yeah, that's average right there. You're average, man.
I ain't dumb.
That's good. That's better because Big Daddy even said you had IQ negative 12, bro.
Damn.
Like,
Damn. You didn't give me anything.
gotcha, bitch. I'm asking to give me a range where I would be. Let me see.
It didn't give you anything?
Mm-mm.
Oh, hell no. I wonder why it gave me a range.
And it
It's
says
above average, fool. 110 to
I'm so smart.
125?
I'm so smart. It refuses to give me a question, gang. A range.
Nah.
Right. Right.
It's above average, homie.
Above average.
Oh, hold on.
I kind of, man.
Whoa. Hold on. You gotta believe me. It's there.
Oh, okay. It gave me 120.
I got 125, homie.
Now that was your highest, bro.
Don't matter.
You could be 110.
I could be.
You could be 110, bro.
I could be.
Now we're gonna take an IQ test after this, man.
I could be 125.
Test me.
Anyway. Okay. Did we leave off, if anything?
What are
Uh,
you eating? Llamas?
he's eating
Yeah,
flamas.
Doritos Flamas. These are amazing. I just got some.
I like
Kettle
eating
mash.
the Takis kettles.
Takis, kettles.
Mm-hmm. They're bomb.
Yeah.
At first, Big Daddy Wiz said he got 210. Is that good? Big Daddy Wiz, you got negative 210, bro. Come on, man.
Must be nice.
Actually, my thing for my TikTok, like my cover photo, my profile picture, and my profile picture for Twitch is actually AI generated.
I believe it.
Yeah, I told AI to give me like a cartoon or like animated image of myself so that I could put it on like my stuff, and it gave me that, bro. I think it's pretty nice. Woo.
Let's see where we at. But
Dom said that kettles are the best chips right now, Claudia. That's pretty good.
Yep, Takis Kettles, I'm telling you. My favorite, I mean, I know they make the habanero, jalapeno, and then the fuego. I think my rank would be habanero, jalapeno, and then Kettles. The fuego, my apologies.
Fuego.
Fuegos?
Yeah, so it's, the Takis. Well,
Big
fuego
Daddy,
is, the
Big Daddy
flavor,
Rich
like the
said, "Let
Takis
me
flavor.
ask ChatGPT what to have for dinner tonight."
Let me just shoot you guys with the outro, and then we'll continue talking. We've been recording for about an hour
Or
30.
yeah, I've been live for an hour and 40, gang.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
is this what we're calling the AI talk? Chat, do you
yeah,
guys have any more questions before we wrap up? 'Cause we're about to
anymore.
wrap up this amazing podcast slash stream, and we just want to make sure you guys leave happy, man. At the end of the day, look at gang. You didn't come here for nothing, okay? You got the absolute most beautiful information about AI by very three reliable, sourceful people. One who uses it a lot and is going to be a soon engineer. That is me. Two, a very tech savvy guy who set up his whole podcast, okay, and soundboard, which is really good and amazing. That is AKA Efren. And two, Claudia, who just uses it, okay. Very
Hey,
three
I work
reliable
in the
people. Bro, you got some
We got the
information
hands on. Got
for
the hands
Wow.
very,
on.
very, 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 very reliable people. All right, gang. Just know, if anything, let me tell you something. All right, gang. Let me tell you something. Okay, do not be afraid. Okay, AI is still in its early stage. You know, you may have your doubts or concerns about AI and how far it might go into the future, but gang, chat, today is today and tomorrow is tomorrow. All right, live one day at a time. Because when you start worrying about the future, you're gonna just torment yourself over things that haven't even been here yet. These are all just hypothetical and here for a good time, man. Like the title says, just vibes and real talk, baby.
That's
All
why
right,
today
so
is called the present, homie.
exactly. So don't worry about AI. All right, man. If it comes and it takes the world, hopefully, who knows if we'll be alive by then. So that let the people who are gonna live in that moment handle about that. We just live it the life and we use it to the benefit. All right. That's what I gotta say about that.
Alrighty, guys. Well, that's gonna do it for this episode. I do appreciate you guys hanging out with us. If you guys did like this, and enjoyed it, please definitely follow us for the next one, and then just drop any comments on what you'd like to talk about next. Thank you, guys.
Oh yeah. All right, gang. Well, I'm gonna go do my outro and the Twitch, and then I'll be right back.